Hi, welcome to Life Expressions. I'm your host, Chari Hineti Elon. Thank you so much for being with me today. I am excited because today I'm going to talk to a multi-awarded teacher in the Philippines who's now an international teacher. He's now based in Tucson, Arizona. He is a 12 years as public school teacher, DepEd Kabangkalan, Philippines. He is the Many Faces of Teacher 2019 honoree in the Philippines, his most innovative teacher in 2017, Regional ICT Innovation Summit finalist in 2018, and now an international teacher, as I've said, an ICT in education advocate and trainer. He has three kids, namely Eliza, Pope, and AZ, and he's married to Renelyn Villarosa. Please welcome my guest, Marvencent Trias Bangoy. Hi, Marv.
Hi, Miss Cha. Good afternoon.
Welcome to Life Expressions. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Everything is good here in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, and I like the flag behind you.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me, being a multi-awarded teacher in the Philippines, how and why did you move to Arizona?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we know exactly like a lot of people have American dreams, right?
Yeah.
And one of those dreams is to have my family, living that dream too. So when I received an invitation from the school district, I gladly accepted the invitation because I know that my family were going to be my first priority.
Yeah. So the school district gave you an invitation. What school district is that?
It's the TUSD, Tucson Unified School District.
How did you get that invitation?
We applied for an agency, and the agency, um, uh, you know, turned in the documents to their office, and we got invitation from them.
Yeah, I remembered in our conversations in the past that you were named as an awardee by a certain organization that awarded really good teachers. And you were supposed to accept that award, but you decided to take the opportunity in
Yeah.
teaching in Arizona instead. Tell me about that.
So yeah, I was awarded as one of the many faces of teachers in 2019, but um, the awarding ceremony will gonna be on the next month, which is exactly the same date when I'm gonna be traveling to the U.S. So they made me choose between the award or the opportunity in the United States.
Mhm,
So I am thinking about like yeah, it's a one. Both of them are really good.
mhm.
I like them, but I have to choose one. So I choose to be in the United States because I can help a lot of people. Like I have to admit it. It's all about the salary,
Yes,
but this salary gonna help a lot of people. And after 2019, we got the pandemic, right?
yes.
And I supported a lot in the Department of Education, especially in our division, Kabangkalan City.
Yeah. So you went to the US just right in
Yeah,
time for you to have that
yeah,
opportunity to help others as well because of your
yeah,
salary. So
yeah.
2019, it's just 2 years that you've been in Arizona.
Yeah.
How's the experience?
It is an amazing experience. Everything is, is
Mhm.
yeah, the
And what,
culture, the foods,
yeah,
and everything. Yeah.
yeah. What subject are you teaching there?
I am, of course, in mathematics, and I'm teaching geometry in my
Mhm.
first year, and in the second year I teach algebra. And right now I'm teaching algebra and geometry as
Yes. You have mentioned different culture. How is it teaching students in the US compared to teaching students in the Philippines?
well. Yeah, that is the most commonly asked questions.
Yes.
Frequently asked questions about like how was the student in the Philippines and how was the students in the
Yes.
United States. Basically, both students, Philippines and United States are unique and special in their own, but I can say that Filipinos are more determined to learn, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Students have
and
the drive to learn. Yeah,
yeah, and the American kids has a lot of opportunities in front of them,
yeah.
where the Filipino students, mostly in the public school, do not have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is true. What are the major challenges that you are continuing to experience there?
I think one of the major challenges I really struggle with right now is to make the kids appreciate education, because we know everything right here is already given by the government. The entire system of the government is really good.
Yeah.
The way they funded the education, the way they give funds to the kids, to the
Yeah.
food, to the meals and everything, to the computers and everything like
Mhm.
that. But the major challenges is how to make the kids appreciate education right now,
Yeah.
especially in the midst of the pandemic. They
Yeah.
wanted to play, they wanted to, they wanted to stay on the computer, playing with, video games. They don't want to learn. I'm not speaking all of them, but most of them.
Yeah. So you still have an in-person classes, unlike in the Philippines, which is all online. You are experiencing that in
Yes, we are
person.
now in person classes, and to tell you honestly, there's like two kids being quarantined, three kids being quarantined in my class.
Yeah.
I'm if this is in the Philippine setting, all of the students were going to be quarantined, but here they just trying to make sure that everyone is safe by
Yeah.
giving everyone vaccines. Kids are vaccinated actually.
Yeah. You've been away for 2 years from home, but you said you have visited the Philippines just last June,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
June
wow.
1st.
June
I
1st, and how
traveled to
long did you
June 1st.
stay?
Until July 27th. Yeah.
Okay, so it's wow,
It's
almost 2 months.
yeah, but I spent 10 days in a quarantine hotel and another 4 days in our residence
Yes.
for just
So you have mentioned earlier that you're happy that you were able to fly and teach in the United States because of the salary. You're able to help others. Tell me, how do you do this?
So yeah, I have we know already that when you are in the Department of Education, where when you don't have, uh, the wealth from the family, something like that, you have to resort to loans, right? Most of
Yeah.
the teachers, most of the public school teachers were gonna agree with me that, if your salary as a public school teacher in the Philippines will not gonna compensate
Yeah.
the cost of living. Like, if your classroom don't have a laptop, you have to purchase your own laptop. Because
Yeah.
during the time, 5 years ago, the government is not giving laptop to the teachers. Right now, they're doing it right now.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I have a lot of loans. I've
Yeah.
been a victim of loan sharks right there. So
Wow.
I have to do something
Yeah.
just, to make sure that my family, my kids were gonna have a better future.
Yes.
But some of my salary, here in the US, you're being paid per hour,
Yeah.
especially if you got overtime work, something like that, or trainings. So my trainings, I normally send some of my money to or the organization or to
Mhm.
support education in the Philippines. And right
Mhm.
now, I'm gonna share something like I'm being a member of the University of Arizona's Center for Retention and
Mhm.
Recruitment of Teachers,
Yeah.
and they're giving us like a stipend for doing that. And I
Yeah.
was in charge with in our school as one of the what we call this one of the representatives. So we're actually receiving a good amount of money. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna use some of this amount of money to help other kids in the Philippines too.
That is very good. What drives you, Marvin?
My experience in life there in the Philippines as a child laborer during my time was not easy for me.
Mhm.
I've been, I've been working in the farm in
Yeah.
the, I've been working in a sa ano ba, sa kampo, Miss
Sa
Che.
campo.
Miss
Yes.
Cha. I've
Yes.
been working as a farm laborer during the time. So
Yes.
my life experience actually, is the one who, giving me inspiration to help other kids also.
Yeah. Let's go deeper into that. You've mentioned you work in the farm and you were studying at the same time.
Yep.
And yes, so in Kabangkalan, right?
Yeah.
And where did you study?
I studied my elementary and high school both in Bantayan Elementary and Bantayan National High School,
Yes.
barangay. And it's life is not easy because during the time I only have my tio and tia with
Yes.
me. I don't have my family with me. I'm living with my tio and tia, and we are so I can say that we are not so blessed with those things that other kids have.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I've been struggling even to pay my basic fees in the school.
Yeah.
So I have to work in the farm.
Yeah.
Uh, I have to work in Tubuhan, in
Yeah.
Campo. I
Yeah.
have to work with my tio and tia as well. It's
Yes.
pretty
How
hard.
is that? Why with your tio and tia? Where are your parents?
My parents actually have another family.
Okay.
Yeah, my father died when I was 1 year old. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you are an only child? Are you an only child or you have
Actually, we're 10.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah, we're 10, and I was I was left in Bantayan. They all moved to Bacolod City.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So look
And the
at you
family moved to
now.
Bacolod. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
that?
Look at you now. You
Yeah.
have overcome that challenge, that difficult
Yeah.
part in your life,
Yeah.
and now you're helping other people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really, you really feel how does it to become a poor person
Mhm.
if if you experience a lot of,
Yes.
hardship in life.
What do you think are the qualities that you have that you were able to overcome these challenges?
Probably I have to, the qualities that they have is like, I'm always struggling for what we call this excellence. I mean, I wanted to be on the top like
Yeah.
that. I wanted to be recognized by the family, not by the other people, but my family, because I feel like I was being abandoned. So I feel like I have to do something so that they will appreciate me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the qualities that they have, I may say, like determination for success, and being hardworking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good. You are a good example, Marvin, and perhaps you inspire a lot of young people too to reach greater heights, to reach for greater heights.
Yeah.
Your background would not determine where you're going and the level of success that you will experience in life. So, have you been seeing your family?
Yeah, I mean, we're all united right now. We're good. I gather them every time I send money to the Philippines. I have to make sure that all of them will get a benefit as well.
Wow,
Loving
that is
family.
very generous of
Because
you.
yeah, because my goal is to have them back together. We
Yes,
all as family we're gonna back together,
yes,
because we are all scattered because of poverty, because of of family issues, like we don't have our father.
mhm,
Our mother is married, so I have to make sure that all of us we're gonna come together. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That is very good of you. So, Marvin, who has influenced you the most in your life?
I think the person that influenced me most is my mom. Even though we're not seeing each other, a lot during that time, but my mom inspires me a lot by always telling me, like, you have to help people. I know that's pretty hard, that you are not with us
Yeah.
every time you need us, but she keeps inspiring me with those words,
Mhm.
like, helping a lot of people, doing good things, even there's nobody is looking at you, you have to do
Yeah.
something good. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Especially the things that you do, even without anyone looking at you, are the
Yeah.
things that really matter most. That's
Yeah.
how you are, and that's what you
And
are.
and that's also inspires me to put up a small organization. I name it a Sparks organization. That organization is inspired by my mom's uh, values that she taught us, like giving to the people by doing some small business. So right now I'm funding this organization in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Tell me more about this organization. What does this organization do?
I'm funding this organization to help other people. Like if they have some business already existing, they can
Mhm.
apply for loans and get amount of money to fund their business. And there's like a very very minimum interest, like a
Yeah.
very low interest. You cannot feel the interest actually. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
small, because the
I,
purpose is to help them grow. Because my
yeah.
mother, when she was doing business, she always resort to some kind of loan sharks that
Yeah.
she's paying a lot for the interest.
Yeah.
So upon seeing my mom like that, like I have to make sure that if I'm gonna help other people, it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be putting a lot of interest on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
instead
is
of
good.
putting my money in the bank right now, I'm gonna tell to the people right now, I don't have money in the bank.
Yeah.
My money is on the people. I trust them. I give them opportunity to grow as well.
Yeah. You have also established an organization in Kabangkalan wherein you
Yeah.
help newbies or aspiring
Mhm.
journalists. Can
Yeah,
you
that's great.
talk more about that?
So yeah, it's the Southern Negros News TV in Kabangkalan. I registered it already in the city and in the PAR. They got already all the documents right there. It's an online stream. Try Media. They're also on FM station. They're also on cable TV. So yeah, and on social media as well. Uh, it's all about driving the truth and correct information for the people, because people cannot decide the right way if they are given wrong information. So I'm thinking about like I have to set up something that could give more information to the people.
Yeah.
I mean, not just information, but correct information.
Yeah. What made you do this?
Uh, you know, as an ICT advocate, I have seen a lot of, let's say, fake news on social media.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different news coming from different sources. We don't know. People are not even bothered to check the background or the sources of this information.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure in my own little way I can contribute, spreading truth by giving those Southern Negros News TV, providing those to the people.
For the benefit of everyone, ICT stands for,
Information communication technology.
yes, information communication technology.
Uh,
And you are doing more
mhm.
to advocate for
Yeah,
like fact checking and
yeah.
knowing more. And
Mhm.
especially now that elections are coming
Coming.
soon. So
Yeah,
perhaps this channel of yours would also help a lot of people
yeah,
to
that's
know
true.
more about their leaders. Do
Yeah.
you venture into that kind of news, etc.?
Yeah, we're providing news, but we are not attached to any organization, any political entities right there in the Philippines. I'm telling the people, and I'm telling my people, I'm telling my organization not to attach to any of those organizations. They can capture news, but they don't have to attach them to them.
Yes. So how active is your channel?
So we have 17,000 followers right now.
Wow, that's good.
That's just for social media. We also have FM stations right there in the Philippines. Like I mean, in the city, we have two partner FM stations and we have one partner cable TV.
Yeah, okay, that's great. And I bet there's a lot of young people who would like to follow your footsteps. Key things to remember for someone who would like to follow your footsteps and be as successful as you are, what would this be?
Gonna be normally it's gonna be hard work. Without hard work, guys, you cannot go on in this life,
Yeah.
especially during the time of pandemic. You're
Yes.
gonna work hard no matter what happens. You're gonna work hard and make sure you're gonna be like really really determined to do your task.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
the only term that I wanted to leave them is like the word hard work, because it's
yeah,
required. Hard work is required to everything, right?
that is true. And you keep on working hard.
Yeah. Life is yeah, it's like a cycle, right?
Yeah.
So you have to work hard again and gain and work hard again,
Yeah.
continue the cycle until you reach your destination
Yeah.
finally.
What are your aspirations for yourself, Marvin?
So yeah, probably after the program, after the cultural exchange program here in the US, I'm gonna go back to the Philippines and teach more to the kids. I wanna apply all these learnings right here to the educational setting in the Philippines. I wanted the kids to appreciate more education, so that most of the kids right now, Miss Cha, they're not believing in education. There are some kids that they do not they lose their belief in education. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be the person who's gonna be standing there and show them that this is what education does to us, all of us.
That is wonderful. Cultural exchange program, how long is it going to take?
So yeah, it's gonna be minimum of 3 years, but maximum of 5 years.
Okay. Can you extend it or can you apply again to stay there or what are your plans?
So normally we're gonna stay there in the Philippines for 2 years. That's the Philippine rule, 2-year rule in the Philippines. We have to stay there, and after
Yeah.
2 years, we can reapply to the same program, or
Yeah.
we can again apply for another program. Like we're gonna apply for H1 visa, for working visa.
Yeah.
So H1 is just a stepping stone for those who wanted to work in the United States.
Yes. And that is not in the pipeline. Is that your plan or you plan to really go home after the cultural exchange program?
So yeah, things change. Probably I don't know. I can't tell if I'm gonna stay in the Philippines, but
Mhm.
one of the options I have right now after the program is to stay there to teach
Yeah.
the kids, and probably things are gonna change after 2 years.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, you
Yeah.
cannot really plan that far considering the things that are happening to us right now, right? Marvin, you have talked about the kids, the students. What about the teachers who would like, or shall I say, who are also aspiring to teach abroad? What would you like to share with them?
So guys, if you wanted to teach and to join the program, the minimum requirements for this is just 2 years teaching experience in the Philippines, and of course your certificates, or shall we say your license as a teacher. That's it. Then you're gonna go to any, to any agency, or you can also go straight to the
Yeah.
website of the U.S. Embassy and
Yeah.
apply for the J1 Cultural Exchange Program. And you know what, guys, the experience is really good.
Yeah.
You can actually learn a lot from joining the program.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Plus, of
something.
course, the money. Yeah. Plus the salary, of course. Yeah.
Of course, right? That
Yeah.
all of us would want to have, shall I say, a brighter future, not
Mhm.
just for ourselves, but for our kids and for the next generation. If
Yeah.
there is one thing that you would say they have to avoid into going to a pit, what would that be?
Is that it again?
Like, if there is one thing that you would like people to avoid
Uh-huh.
so that they would not, shall I say, lose track of their goals, what
Uh-huh.
would that be?
So yeah, negativities around you. So it's just like the common saying, like, if you're a boat and you let the water come into your system, you're gonna lose everything. So you have to make sure that you have to avoid negativities around you so that you can focus your goals.
That is
Other
awesome.
people are gonna cheer you when you are already on the top,
Mhm.
but few people are gonna encourage you. But a lot of people are gonna congratulate you when you were already on the top.
Yeah, yes, that's true. That is true. Finally, Marv, what is your prayer?
So yeah, my prayer right now, if you're
Yes.
gonna ask me, is I hope that this pandemic will gonna end really, really soon, because a lot of people are dying, a lot of people are suffering right now. Education is really affected, and the government, if this pandemic will gonna continue for the next couple of years, there's a lot of economic and everything. We don't know. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that are gonna happen, right? So my
Yeah.
prayer is that, like, this pandemic will gonna end,
Yeah.
and my prayer is, like, also to make God will gonna make people strong.
Yeah.
To I do not ask God to give us everything. I'm asking God just to make us really, really strong to face all of these adversities right now.
That is wonderful and very insightful. Wish you all the best. You've got a lot of good endeavors. And so I truly hope that your endeavors will succeed and a lot more people will cheer you on
Yeah,
and you will continue to inspire them as well.
yeah. Thank you so much, Michelle.
And thank you. And thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this episode, please like it and share it with your friends. I am Chari Hineti Elon, and my guest is Marvencent Trias Bangoy. Till next time, here on Life Expressions. Thank you for watching.